This is the most expensive set of wheels I've ever purchased for an electric skateboard. It is priced at $550 before taxes, just for the wheels alone, excluding tires and pulleys. Do these improve riding performance, or are they purely just for looks? Well, I bought these wheels just for the looks, because, well, I'm a shallow person and all I care about is how good my board looks. In all seriousness, through my entire journey with this product, I discovered something new. So let's take a deep dive into the Landsurf XCELL Apollo XT Precision Wide Aluminum Alloy Wheels. Wow, that is a long ass name. Let's just call it Apollo XT wheels for this video. I'm not sponsored in this video. I bought these wheels with my own hard-earned cash. So if you want to support me and see more videos like this, please hit that like and subscribe button. Every time you hit that subscribe button, somewhere in the world, a one-wheel rider nosedives. Thank you for your support. Let's talk about the elephant in the room first. Price, or how expensive these wheels are. They are more expensive than even some electric skateboards out there. You could get a Wowgo 3X for the same price you paid for these wheels. That's an entire entry-level electric skateboard. Crazy. So now the question is, are these wheels worth the price? What stood out for me the most in terms of performance is the width of the wheel. Because the wheels are so wide, they stretch your standard tires, such as the Evolve 7-inch AT tires, and increases the contact patch surface area. This drastically improves the ride quality and the grip of your wheels. There are downsides though. The downside of this is that it decreases the range of your board, as more contact patches create more friction. Now, if you really want to up your game and want to maximize your grip, you can get the Landsurf XCELL RS tires. These flat tires are a perfect match, made exclusively for the Apollo XT wheels, and absolutely maximizes the grip of your tires. It's super easy to install these wheels. It took me about 45 minutes to install the wheels and the tires. The installation of the tires can get tricky. You'll need to apply synthetic silicone grease to the tires to slide them onto the wheel. You'll also need a 20mm socket and a compatible ratchet to reach and tighten the axle nuts. And you'll also need to apply just a tiny dab of thread locker onto the axle nuts to lock them into place. This will ensure the axle nuts will still be easy enough to remove should you want to take the wheels off, and be secure enough so that it doesn't fall off during a ride. That wouldn't be very good. Oh, as a bonus, you should also wash your tires when you get them. They are usually covered in this factory grease that's easily washable with soap water, and they will look brand spanking new after you wash them. They'll look amazing, so trust me, make sure you do this. I will upload a whole separate video on how to install these wheels in the future, so be on the lookout for that. Now let's move on. It usually takes me a while to adjust to new tires as I break them in, but this combination of wheels and tires is just perfect, especially for carving. For each motion of turning and leaning, I feel the absolute unyielding grip of all four of these tires pushing back right at you. Usually, when you carve really hard, you can feel the breaking point of the wheels coming up at you as you just slip up a tiny bit. But this setup gives me so much confidence as I push my board to carve sharper and turn harder without any compromise. I was instantly in love. As soon as I leaned into my first turn, I couldn't help but put a grin on my face with satisfaction. And I just know at that moment, this will be my primary setup for a very long time. The second thing I want to highlight is the look of the wheel. How it stands out from quite literally everything out there. These wheels pop in the sun and grab the attention of everyone who sets their eyes on this board. The LaCroix Lone Star Super Sport does not come with very eye-pleasing wheels. These are cheap $15 MBS wheels that come with the Lone Star by default. And they are functional and dependable, but boring looking. Very boring. If you spend thousands of dollars on your board, you shouldn't cheap out on $15 wheels. I just want to reiterate that the MBS wheels are totally dependable, as I put 500 miles or more on these wheels. They're light and they're strong. but just a bit boring looking, right? Nearly everywhere I go, I get compliments on these Apollo XT wheels. They look amazing. These are your car show wheel. And to me, that's every bit worth it, more than the standard MBS wheels. This set of wheels attract the attention that I wanted, and that's worth every penny in my book. From a technical standpoint, the core of the entire wheel is built into one half of the wheel. This setup increases the accuracy of the bearings with respect to not only the shaft, but to each other. The result is a longer, better, and truer spin of the wheel, which should in theory eliminate any wobbles that are present in other low-quality plastic wheels. All that I just said is marketing material. I haven't felt anything different for this feature. Some people who ride above 35 miles per hour on the Facebook groups say they feel the difference, and it's totally worth it. But for me, I never go above 35 miles per hour. But I can tell you, at around my operating speed, which is usually around 25 miles per hour, I can feel the difference from a wheel that has an entire core built into half of the wheel to a wheel that has just half a core. So if balance drives your primary purchase intent, then I unfortunately cannot tell you whether if these work or not. Some people in the forums swear by it, but at least at my speed, if I don't consistently go up to that speed, I don't feel a noticeable difference. The last thing I want to bring up is the entire experience of owning these XCELL Landsurf wheels. The owner himself, Matt, putting a lot of tiny details in his products that I honestly have not experienced from any other electric skateboard related products. His products are well packaged, and he signs them and explains how they're built. He even includes extremely detailed guides on compatibility, tools needed, and things to watch out for in the installation process. Everything from how to wash the tire grease off so that they look sleeker, to applying synthetic silicone grease to easily slide on the tires. When I had questions, Matt, the owner, is always active on his Facebook group for these wheels, answering questions and taking care of his customers. If you are ever in doubt, come to the Facebook group and lurk for a while. You'll see almost everyone who bought these wheels are just madly in love with them. There are some downsides though. I am now terrified of curb rashes and scratches on my wheels. Sometimes I would flip the board to its side to do maintenance, but not with these expensive wheels on, in fear of scratching them. Because these colors are coated, they will come off if you impact too hard against other surfaces. And these wheels are also heavier. They're about 2 times more heavier than the MBS wheels at 296 grams. Honestly, I don't feel a noticeable difference in range with these slightly heavier wheels, but this is something that you should know. Another downside is that because of how expensive these tires are, you only get a set of 4 wheels. So if you want a backup wheel to carry around, that's something I recommend for every pneumatic rider out there. You'll have to use something else, right? So I keep an MBS Rockstar hub as backup. Not a big deal, but it's just something to think about, that your 5th backup tire will not match up to everything that you have. The last downside is after getting a set of these wheels, I want more. Like, one set is not enough. I've seen how beautiful they are. I absolutely want another set. So rest in peace, my wallet. So be careful going down this path. When you set your bar this high with these Apollo XT wheels, it's going to be hard to settle for anything less. Please let me know if you have any preferred wheels on your electric skateboard. I would love to try them out and review them on my channel. Thanks, and have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe. Every time you do that, a one wheel nosedives. Thank you. Bye.